Okie. I tam go. Happy day. It is the afternoon of Moon Day, the 15th of January 2024, in the lunar cycle Coyote, which is our fourth of 7 winter moons up here. And I am just getting my round started relatively late today, owing to that we are watching Chris's nephew Deucey. Deucey is his real name, but we call him Deucey. And we're watching him, I guess, indefinite. We might have him for a little bit. But we've had him for, I think, 4 nights now over at the house. And he's a night owl. And so Chris just got done working her weekend shift. She had to work Friday, Saturday, Sunday nights, 12-hour shifts, 7 to 7, nursing and such. And I was taking care of Nadosi. And the kid's a night owl. He didn't want to sleep. And on Friday night, I thought, I'm going to adjust this kid's schedule. I'm going to force the issue. So at midnight, I had him lay down with me. And I tried to make him go to sleep with me. And he wasn't having it. He was crying and fighting and stuff, and just because he wasn't tired yet, But I was like adamant, stubborn. I wanted him to do what I wanted him to do and go to sleep then with me. And I figured if we laid there for a little bit, it would happen. But it did not happen. He fought for like an hour, maybe even an hour and a half. Trying to get back out of bed, and eventually, I was telling him, I was fighting with him and telling him, hey, you're not gonna win this. Like, it is bedtime, and we're going to bed, and this is the way it's gonna be. And he'd lay there for a few minutes, and then he'd start thrashing and stuff, and then he wants to get out of bed. He's not tired, so. What I learned is by 1:30 or so that night, I learned that I do not have the stamina to beat a 3-year-old in a battle of wills like that, or to make a 3-year-old sleep when he's not tired. So it didn't happen. My foolishness, his frustration, and so. So Saturday night, I didn't bother, but he didn't go to bed at a weird time Saturday night. He went to bed around midnight, owing to having had a little bit of a weird sleep during the day, and then woken up and had 7 hours up, and then he went to sleep at midnight or so. It was a good night. I slept well. Plus, by that time, Chris had bought some childproofing for the house, so we had those little turny knobs on the door that we can turn supposedly, but the kids can't, right? So that allowed me to, I don't have to make him go to bed, but I can lay on my bed in my room, and he can be in there, and he can be on the bed, or he can be running around or whatever, but he can't get out of the room. So Saturday night was okay, and it went well. And then last night, he went back to his night owl schedule, and he didn't want to go to bed till 3 o'clock-ish. He didn't get tired till 3 o'clock-ish. I didn't fight it. I stayed up till he was asleep, and then it took me probably another half hour before I went to sleep. So I probably didn't get to bed till 4 o'clock-ish last night. Then I woke up at 7 a.m. to get my round started. My body just naturally gets up at dawn-ish, a little bit pre-dawn. Do my smudge, have a little breakfast, play Salubrious Indulgence, my own health game on Facebook. And by that time, Chris had gotten home this morning, and when she decided to go lay down and go to bed, I was still pretty tired, and I thought, I'm gonna go lay down too. So I went and laid down for another couple hours with her, and now I'm up, getting a late start to my day, and I've got stuff to do. So right now we're on the north side. We're headed into Legacy Ridge. We have to go pick up Lucy, Big Lucy. Now we got 2 dogs named Lucy at the house now. My little white Chihuahua Lucy, who's Polly's grand dog, and now a 2-year-old husky. And this 2-year-old husky, Lucy, she's going to be my client all through the year of 2024. Her human got a contract working up north, and so she's gone for 2-3 weeks at a time. Basically is going to have 1 week at home per month, and so I will be watching the husky until at those times, so I'll have her all year, and I'll also have Taylor, probably the Rottweiler, most of that time as well. She's off with her humans today. So yeah, we're gotta go pick up Lucy right now, and then I'm imagining Lucy hasn't gone for a walk today. I'll find out. We may take her for a walk in the dog park here on the north side, and then we have to head over to Omi Itestsoutspi to check on my traps and see if I've caught any Sakotoi Ganeskineks, the short-tailed mice voles that I'm trying to catch over there. I haven't checked for a couple of nights, so we should have some voles in the traps, but they should be frozen. I didn't check because of the extreme cold temperatures. Figure if they're even in those metal plastic traps and stuff uninsulated for an hour, they're dead. So I wasn't in any rush to come out in the really deep freeze to check the traps the last couple of mornings. We'll see what we have over there today. Then we got to bump over to the west side, so I've started another contract over there, and this one is for snowbirds here in Alberta. You know, because we get the extreme cold weather, there's a lot of folks here, if they can afford it, older folks generally might take off to Nevada, Arizona, Florida, you know, for the winter. We call these guys snowbirds, hey? They leave for a few, you know, maybe even 6 months sometimes, but I was looking to get 5 or 6 snowbird clients and charge them $200 a month to basically do the snow removal at their houses while they're gone and check their mail every 72 hours. You know, most homeowners insurance has it so that you have to do a every 72 hour check or so on them, hey? So on your house. So I'll be doing those checks and stuff. Basically, with the house that I am working today, the main thing there is a hot tub they want me to maintain. But there's other places that have plants and stuff like this. You gotta water and, you know, whatever. Unfortunately, I only got one snowbird client, so I'm working with a single client, and we're starting that house today. All right, I am going to pull in here and see if we can find our doggy. Decided to come down here into Pavan Park because it's got lots of nice forest to explore, and we might see some eagles, might see some owls, that kind of thing. But most importantly, this park is dog friendly. So dogs and horses, by the way, are allowed down here. So Miss Lucy can run around in the snow to her heart's content, and I can enjoy myself looking at what's going on around off of the river here at this park. We're just a little ways down from the wilderness park itself, so a little ways downstream. So it's entirely possible that we'll see eagles as we move upstream, just like yesterday, but we'll find out. In any case, have a nice walk in the forest. Maybe get lucky and find an owl. And give this girl her run. What a pretty dog. Lucy. There's my girl. There's my good girl. Hey, don't go too far on the ice. Lucy. Lucy. Let's go this way. I'm just noticing way out on the river, it looks like there's a bunch of coyote action out there. Yeah. Yeah, we probably shouldn't run that way because I don't know if Lucy will go try to get engaged with those dogs or what. That wouldn't be good. There's at least Lucy! Stay here! I think there's about 5 of them out there. Lucy, stick around. Hey, girl. Yeah, I'm gonna draw her back away from any potential of running into this coyote group because we don't want that. Yeah, I just pulled us right back up off of that river. I would have liked to go out and get a better look at the coyotes, but I'm really afraid of what would happen if Lucy here, seeing them, decides she wanted to go visit. For sure the coyotes would, I think, come over and try to lure her away, and because they're hungry, you know. They've been living through this 4 or 5 days of brutal cold, you know. They're hungry, they're desperate. They'll definitely take a domestic dog if they got the chance. So we'll just stay away from them coyotes. Go into the Saskatoon brush back here to finish our walk. Yeah, I don't know what's been going on with me, but throughout this cold stint, I've been having like allergy issues. It could be, I think, that the cold is inducing some asthma for me, and the asthma is triggering allergy responses. Because there can't be anything in the air, you know, and I'm not eating anything weird. Nothing has changed. So I don't know why I would be having an allergy response, but I have been. I've had to take Benadryl the past 2-3 days. I think today I might try just Symbicort for asthma and see how that works. Yeah, it could be cold-induced asthma issues, I think. It's definitely making me pretty uncomfortable. Even right now, I can't breathe through my nose, and when it's cold like this, it's not even that cold, but even this cold, I prefer to breathe in through my nose, out through my mouth, you know, but no chance of that today. Lucy! Lucy, come on, girl! Lucy! She's getting way far away. Lucy! There, she heard me. Sometimes you just gotta change the tone. Good girl. Lucy, come on. Oh, she's going so far away. Come on, girl. Here she comes. Lucy. This girl ended up running after some deer. Seen the whitetails wagging off into the distance and her little husky tail wagging off after them. And it took me a few minutes to get her to come back. And I'm getting tired of trying to recall her, so she's going to be on the leash until we get to the vehicle now. And maybe next time she'll remember to come back quicker. I don't know when I call. She's a good dog. Can't blame her for wanting to catch those deer. But that's also my worry with the coyotes, exactly, you know. So anyway, that's a walk. Let's go to Akitapop. I test so to speak. Well, I've checked 2 traps so far, nothing. I can see there's voles that have been next to this trap. We'll see if anybody's been here or not. Those little traps, the new traps that I have, are pretty hard to locate in this snow. Yeah, there's nothing in here. Just the bait. Just the old bait. I'm gonna put in a little bit of pepperoni stick. Spice up the scent in there a little bit. I'll just leave this one going. Yeah, not catching nothing so far this morning, and I'm worried that I won't even be able to check all of the little traps because I'm not finding them. I found one so far, but I think buried in the snow, unless I know exactly which grave they're next to, which I don't, I'm in trouble. I know I've got a couple traps right over here somewheres. See if we can find them. I feel like they should be right in here somewhere. Those traps. Look, there's vole trails there. There's definitely still vole activity going on right in here. I think I'm gonna leave a trap right here, one of my small traps that I picked up. See if I can get anybody right here. I know I've got boxes and traps right here. I gotta keep kicking up snow a little bit. Yeah, I kicked up snow, found one of my boxes, and I've got a single frozen vole in there, who I guess he can become a snake food at the house since he didn't survive this. Again, Put in another little chunk of pepperoni. Not that I think voles are particularly attracted to pepperoni, but maybe the salt, you know. All right. We'll leave this one here. One more. One more by Joe Pressler, Private 7th Battalion. 1891 to 1920. So he survived the war, that guy. All right. Still looking for a couple of little traps. Like I said, I don't know if I'll find them in the snow, but I'll look real quick, and then we'll head over to the west side to take care of the Snowbird's house. Well, I found one of the traps, and it's still wide open, so there's a vole track right beside it. Nobody in there. So I'll throw that little bit of pepperoni in the bait compartment. I'm missing one of these traps out here. I might have to wait for the snow to melt to find that one. But at least I've figured out where the other 5 are, so that's all right. All right, just supposed to check, make sure the hot tub's nice and warm, and it is. I don't gotta put chemicals in it, I don't think, for another week or so. So I picked up the mail, got rid of the snow, checked the hot tub, good to go. Hey, don't go too far out. Lucy, come on. That ice might not be stable right out there. Good girl, good girl. Well, we are Tuesday morning now, and just out for our morning walk. Me and Lucy, I don't have a bunch of stuff scheduled for today. I'll probably go check my traps in test, so to speak. And otherwise, I guess that's probably a wrap for this video, unless I encounter something out here while me and Lucy are out here this morning. I think I gotta take her up these hills and stuff, and we'll follow the rim back and then climb back down and stuff. We'll have a nice little hike this morning, but everything's frozen. I don't expect to encounter much of anything, see anything radically interesting other than the beautiful scenery out here. I mean, it's just gorgeous out here, you know. So, have to get outside when you got a place like this where you're living. If you're not getting outside, something wrong. Come here, Lucy. Luce. Stick around me for a sec. Check this out. I'm up here on this, just about the coulee rim, getting into some badlands, some breakoffs and stuff. Some of these are warm pockets. Hey, look at all this ice. There's warmth. I can feel it with my hand coming out of here. This one, neat toy. Same thing. I can feel the heat coming right out of the earth. Not too surprisingly, right up in here is where there's a bunch of rattlesnakes denned. Wonder why they chose this spot. Some of these are good sledding hills. Woo. Whew. Yeah. Oh yeah. Woo!